I created all starters automation on Buffet, so you don't have to. Let's go.
The battle begins.
Kowlin, so much action begins. Never in the long history of the Earth has there ever been a battle more in the bag than this one.
We are automating all PlateUp starters in this video, and I will try to give insights on why this is a design. This may add some few footprints, but leads to a faster and reliable automation, starting with soups. Soups are one of the many starters on vanilla PlateUp. There are currently 5 existing soups available, which are broccoli and cheese soup, carrot soup, meat soup, pumpkin soup, and tomato soup. On the update few years back, I don't know. You can now serve the whole pot of soup to customers, and they will portion themselves. This is also true to cookies on trays and loaf of bread as well. And now they have added buffet, which makes the customers pick their orders on their own if it is available on the buffet. And yes, they will portion soups themselves too if it is on buffet. Now let's go to the automation and some background for each soup. All soup requires broth in their recipe. You can create it by cooking onions in pot with water or reuse the previously exhausted soup. This will cook the broth faster, in 3 seconds rather than 15 seconds. Using danger hobs prevents cooking on pots to burn and doubles the cooking speed as a bonus. Once you have the broth, you can add in the following to produce the soup you need. Adding meat for meat soup, adding carrot for carrot soup, adding tomato and tomato sauce for tomato soup, adding chopped pumpkin for pumpkin soup, and adding whole cheese and broccoli to make cheese and broccoli soup. Note that every soups have different cooking time, and some of them also have their cooking time decrease more depending if you chop their required ingredient, aka meat, carrot, and tomato soup. I will now show you the multiple ways to automate soups, and the other 2 I learned on PlateUp's Discord server. The first and second one uses Portioner and bring the items to the buffet. First one uses 2x2 grabber cycle, having sink and danger hob exists inside. Tomato soup automation in this configuration uses 18 footprints, and you have to create the first soup from scratch, and needs to cook the first 3 pots first before actually cooking the soup. The second one is by far the most compact. It does not require a pot and onions because it operates by freezing the broth on the previous day. Since Portioner stops the pot until the soup is exhausted, then utilizing freezer and Portioner combo, always keep a reused pot for next day and pray that you have it ready before the last customer leave. The problems I encounter while using these 2 designs is that it uses portioners, and portioners are slow, which makes the customers sit back to their table while a soup is being portioned and delivered from the portioner to grabbers to buffet. And finally, my creation. It directly places the entire soup pot on the buffet, so the customers portion themselves, and the good thing is that they will not sit until the soup is exhausted, preventing them from not losing patience. Also, you can see that the other design requires 2 loops before cooking a full soup. That is terrible. Now, comparing the 3 designs by efficiency. The design in the middle is screaming, "You will die this day." I clearly have my favorite, and it is the right one. Obviously, I created such thing. With that, the rest of the soup will use this configuration. Tomato soup. All soup designs follow this 3x3 square loop, and that 2x2 thing up there. This is the planner, and you can pause to check it out. You need 6 grabbers, 2 smart grabbers, and a sign cook soup, and reuse pot, 3 combiners, danger hob, sink, and conveyor mixer. Meat soup. This is the planner, and you can pause to check it out. You need 5 grabbers, 2 smart grabbers, and a sign cook soup, and reuse pot, 2 combiners, danger hob, sink, and conveyor mixer. Carrot soup. This is a planner, and you can pause to check it out. You need 5 grabbers, 2 smart grabbers and a sign cooked soup, and reuse pot, 2 combiners, danger hob, sink, and conveyor mixer. Broccoli and cheese soup. This is a planner, and you can pause to check it out. You need 6 grabbers, 2 smart grabbers and a sign cooked soup, and reuse pot, 3 combiners, danger hob, and sink. Pumpkin soup. This is a planner, and you can pause to check it out. You need 6 grabbers, 2 smart grabbers and a sign cooked soup, and reuse pot, 3 combiners, danger hob and sink, conveyor mixer, compactor bin, and portioner.
What are you?
Bread starter.
This is a bane in my runs because it takes too long to cook bread. Portioning is annoying, and you have to do it twice, and requires serving board, which means that I have to add n amount of grabbers where n is the number of tables in my restaurant. I don't ever pick this, especially on breakfast and sandwich runs where I need all that loaf of bread, which makes freezes a good item to have. There are many ways to create dough balls. You can use combiner pointing at sink, portion water from the sink, use mixers, and throw away pies are created. You can even create it yourself. Once you have the dough ball, cook it for 20s or 10s in danger hob or oven. Place on a surface, preferably freezers. Portion it with serving board, then serve. You can obviously automate it easily. Customers will not portion bread starter directly from loaf of bread on buffet, but they will if it is on buffet with serving board. This is the most reliable bread starter automation I have created so far. It is fast because it uses danger hob and sink, and it is safe as well. You can manually put the boards back to the station, or you can use teleporters to do it automatically. In addition, you can add cheese board automation as well. Here is the basic automation setup. It is safer and 2 less grabbers compared to danger hob automation, but obviously about 2 to 3 times slower in comparison. To create the first bread, get yourself 1 smart grabber. 4 grabbers plus however many tables you have. So in this case, I need 8 grabbers because I have 4 tables. Also get 1 portioner, 2 combiners, a freezer, a buffet, and a safety hob. Here is the danger hob automation. Get yourself 2 smart grabber. 5 grabbers plus however many tables you have. So in this case, I need 5 grabbers because I don't have tables. Also get 1 portioner, 2 combiners, a freezer, a buffet, and a danger hob. And place it like this. You can change the red area by that or that. You can change this thing by this. And finally, this whole thing by this. Christmas crackers. Easiest to automate on buffet. You just have to put grabbers to it and adjust the placement depending on where you would put it in your restaurant. But the only problem is that you can only get this if you have turkey main card. Mandarin starter is one of the most annoying starter because of slow portioning. However, the automation is not that bad. Customers will order 2 slices or 4 slices of mandarin. If you have 2 mandarin doubles, you can combine it to make 4 slices. You can also combine multiple singles to make 2 or 4. Here is the automation. Get yourself 2 grabbers, 2 smart grabbers, and assign double and quadruple mandarin to it, 1 portioner and 1 compactor bin, and place it like this. Note that this will prioritize making 2 doubles. Then throw away 1 quadruple and proceed to make 2 quadruples for the buffet. Pumpkin seed as starter. This one is also easy to automate, but a lot of ingredients are wasted because you throw away the hollowed pumpkin, if not repurposed to pumpkin soup or pumpkin pies. I recommend it to be combined in pumpkin pies. This one is just a basic. I recommend using frozen prep station. This one uses 2 compactor bins, which is almost just enough cooking speed relative to compactor bin discarding the pumpkin hollow. Using normal hob has the same timing. I recommend combining it with pumpkin pies to reduce space and waste. Also use frozen prep station for the next day. For my normal runs, this is my go-to automation, or just removing the second compactor bin, or the frozen prep station for more compact automation. Get yourself 5 grabbers, 1 portioner, 2 compactor bins, a prep station, and 1 safety hob.
And so my legend begins.